Hello out there, Nanner Nation. Unfortunately, this week, Justin and Cody and I were not able to link up. But don't worry, I went into the old vault, the old archives, as it were, and found a bunch of unaired stuff. In fact, this is actually the first batch of podcasts that we recorded that we never released. Don't hold me to anything that's in here. Have a good Tuesday.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm embarrassed.
Oh my god, it was the funniest article I've ever read in my entire life.
I watched a couple of compilation videos on YouTube. I've got it all figured out.
You're listening to the No Big Banana podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the No Big Banana podcast. My
Ooh,
name is
it is.
Chaz.
I'm Justin.
And I am Cody.
And today we're going to talk about
And I'm Cody.
the fact that Justin wears a cardigan
I
like
do.
he's 90
In shorts.
years old.
Yeah.
Basketball shorts.
Yeah,
and
bro.
cardigan.
Are you
Cozy
90
gang.
years old?
In spirit, yeah. I've actually got like 9 cardigans at this point.
That's what we call... So what you're saying is I need to email Dr. Phil.
Why would I need to email Dr. Phil?
So
Mr.
that we
Rogers
can
would be proud.
figure out what's wrong, man.
I just like being cozy.
Why do you have...
Look, they're
9
comfy, man. What can
Are
I
you
say?
I'm a
Mr.
Washington.
Rogers?
I'm a Washington
No.
native. Okay.
Don't
Oh my
don't
God,
get in.
that's
Don't
such a Washington thing.
whatever.
That's
whatever,
so
dude.
Jess.
That
Justin.
totally makes
Oh my god,
sense.
dude,
That is so Justin.
shut the hell up,
I
Chaz.
like where this episode's going.
I'm
Let's
sure you
talk
fucking
about
do.
all the hippie bullshit that
Yeah.
Justin does.
That's pretty fair.
Because he's from Washington.
I also went to an art school.
Yeah, because you're.
I gotta-
What are you?
went to an art school,
Self-proclaimed liberal cuck or something? Like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I'm a libtard cuck.
Libtard.
Yeah.
cuck,
Oh,
Bleeding
beautiful.
heart. Bleeding heart,
Bleeding
libtard
heart.
cuck,
Great
yeah.
thing. Where in Washington?
Vancouver, so basically Portland, Oregon.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, oh, dude.
That is
Don't
awesome.
Oh,
mean to
it's
offend
terrible.
anybody from
It's
Portland,
terrible.
Oregon. Or
Well,
Oregon in
okay.
general, but
No,
it's not my cup of tea.
I wouldn't.
I love Portland, but like I don't love the people in Portland.
Beautiful art.
Oh yeah,
Like,
dude. If you go to Eugene,
capital of the
Oregon,
world.
like it's just art murals on every building.
Yeah.
That's also a cool name for a city, I think.
Eugene, Oregon.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you ever on? Did you guys see that thing? Did I show y'all that that meme that was like the kid said, they should have this. They should have a feature on Twitter where when somebody's on your page, they can hear your favorite song.
Oh, like
And then
MySpace.
somebody responded like, "We've officially reached a generation that doesn't know what MySpace was."
Oh yeah, dude. That was massive.
Because
That's when
I first learned how to
was
code using MySpace,
the
dog.
shit,
Like, cause
bro.
I was one of those people that always was trying to like fix my page and make it look as good as possible. So I was always like messing around with like different values and stuff. Like, and then I'd have like the song playing, but then I would hide the player so that you couldn't do anything about it because I didn't like having that clutter on it.
right.
Yeah. Strange times, man. Internet's a weird
It
thing,
evolved
man.
quick.
Yeah, it really has.
fast, and it's a good argument for the better or for the worse, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think with anything, like any new advance, like even like you could say the same thing about cars. Like,
Right.
I think the difference though would be that like the internet has changed how fast communication is, and I think you can gauge how quick a population is, like how instant gratification they are. Like if you watch like old movies, like old Western movies, you know,
Yeah.
it's very slow paced because it would
yeah.
take you like 14 days to get a letter across town.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like
That
it was a
is
very
weird,
slow,
weird
relaxed environment, and now it's like with everything at the touch of with a finger tap.
Explosion.
There's no wait time. There's no buffering.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Well, that's I think another thing too that's interesting about like how the powers that be are adjusting to, as well as like the average people are becoming more aware of. It's harder to hide shit
Yeah.
Much harder.
with instantaneous information.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
Even 25 years ago, even when I was like in elementary school, like you pretty much had what was on the radio and what was on the television.
Yeah.
And what was on the television was, you know, the 5-6 major networks. And that was it.
I remember having a TV where you had to like turn the dial.
Oh, really?
You know, and like clink. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the one
Yeah,
in the
dude.
it was the one in the dining room, so it wasn't like the main TV. But yeah, I remember like VHF and UHF or whatever, and like you'd have to actually just kind of like plug it in. You would like change the antenna around to make it work, and then I'd watch like Are You Afraid of the Dark at like 5 p.m.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
oh, that was my jam,
I
bro.
love that shit.
That and Ghostbusters.
That's another thing too, is that different shows.
Or no, not Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's another different thing.
What was the one? Goosebumps. And like the
Goosebumps
theme
is
song comes on,
Dun,
and I'm
dun,
still like,
dun, dun.
hell yes. And
That
then like
shit
the
was dope,
dog's
dude.
eyes like light up, and I'm like, it's going.
Oh, dude, I read the fuck out of
me
those
too.
books.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Did you
bro.
read Goosebumps?
Oh yeah.
That's
Did you ever
cool.
read? There was that weird like offshoot one where it was like. The name was slightly changed, but it would be like, a toilet's attacking people or something. Like,
I think I remember.
you know what I'm talking about? Like
Little
R.L.
tiny-
Slime or whatever. Like he changed the
Yeah.
name slightly and did
Yeah.
like a. Hang on.
I think I remember those.
Yeah, it was like a parody series
Yeah.
almost.
Gooflumps. Gooflumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you slime? That's who it is. But yeah, dude, I remember those.
Oh, how funny! I forgot about those.
Yeah, dude.
Do you remember Garbage Pail Kids?
Do you remember like the
Garbage
Scholastic?
Pail Kids.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Fun fact.
dude.
Cabbage Patch dolls. Fun fact. When I came out, I was so small. I was premature when I came out, so I was about the size of a Coke can when I came out. Because I just like burst out. I was like, nah, today's the day. Like I was like, I'm getting out. And so I was so small that they had to put like Cabbage Patch doll clothes on me because the size 0 was too small for me.
We both had.
I'm
Cody's
about
got
that
on a
nonsense,
NASA
dog.
hoodie, and Justin's got a NASA shirt,
Under a cardigan.
and then I just have like
It's a
regular,
maroon
like,
cardigan, if anyone was curious.
solid color fat guy shirt.
Well, NASA is important.
NASA is
Dude,
fucking
if
important.
NASA had like, they currently get like what, half of a, like if the entire U.S. economy was a $1
$23
bill.
billion, I think.
Did you know that Trump has raised their fucking budget?
Yeah,
every
because he
year?
wants Space Force.
I know,
Space
but
Force
isn't
is
that
there.
awesome?
Dude, that's like the only thing I will agree with him on then,
That's
sure.
so cool.
Dude, I like,
Like more space, please. Because here's the thing, fellas. If we get onto the servers or not, we're still gonna have to get off the Earth.
Oh, yeah.
So what you do is go onto
just
the
send those servers
and
into the-
inject those
yeah.
fuckers into space. And then how different is that than what we're already living?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, like if you can simulate what we've already experienced to a point of indiscernibility, if that's even a word. If you're not able to tell the difference,
I mean, if it isn't, it is now.
then just download.
Oh,
me
dog.
and shoot that fucker into space.
I don't have to worry about, oh, dude.
Like let Musk design a fucking thing to go around.
Yeah, but
it
then
to
it'll
make it
break like the
indestructible.
windows on his freaking truck.
Oh, dude.
I just thought it was
You
hilarious.
don't think he did that on purpose?
I wouldn't put it past him now that you
100%
mentioned that.
think he did it on purpose.
Although, like, I still think it's funny that like he lost all of this stuff because he was like smoking pot on the podcast, and he wasn't even like
well, it's 'cause-
inhaling it. He was just
Yeah,
like
it's
sitting there
'cause
like,
Yeah, that security clearance is a big deal, man.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
had the highest security clearance for a private citizen in the entire United States that you could get.
yeah. Also, like people that are in like charge of that shit and like investors with lots of money are really like stuffy. So
They
you
can
know,
do cocaine, but
correct. But like anything that's out of the ordinary for them, like yeah, you can do your fucking Wolf of Wall Street shit, but like
Oh, yeah.
don't smoke a joint. That
Yeah.
would be awful.
Well, I mean,
It's like, hey man, how are you gonna give the guy shit for smoking weed? How do you think he's come up with all this?
I got an idea.
all these fucking ideas, bro.
Yeah. For real. I mean, I don't know. I think it is silly to me that like the way that we like the fact that it's still Schedule 1 is just mind-boggling to me.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
it's all
but the thing is like
bureaucratic
one of the
propaganda.
requirements,
It's bureaucratic bullshit.
for it to be on Schedule 1 is no medical purpose,
and when it's
yet
prescribed for medicine.
and yet it is widely accepted as like an herbalist. Like,
I said, just pure bureaucratic bullshit to keep the DEA funded.
by the way,
Taliban
just for everybody
shit.
at home, we do have a picture of Twizzlers.
Oh, yeah, it's a picture of Twizzlers. I mean, how else would you serve Twizzlers?
Yeah.
Certainly not in a crinkly, fucked up bag.
Yeah, and I have this protein shake. It's bananas and cream that tastes like a Barks root beer.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. Thank
That's
you
the
for it.
bugs.
It's pretty good, man.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
I don't understand the reference, but I'll tag
It's
along.
from Singing in the Rain.
Dude, there's a
Remember
lot of
Singing in the
movies.
Rain?
There's
You
a
don't
lot of
like
movies.
musical theater?
I do. I don't like Rent though. I was never really a big fan of Rent.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe overrated. It's a hard.
520 things now.
It's what it is it's a it's a heartstring puller.
Sure.
That's why.
Office.
It's
I don't like The Office, dude.
That song is
We've talked about
that's what
this.
They sang that song at the
We've
office.
talked about
when
this.
Michael leaves.
I like the characters. I just don't like the show.
So weird, dude. I've been watching it all week.
See, that's actually funny. Is like I despise Jim in that show.
Dude, I hate Jim. He's the worst.
I don't like Jim. I don't like.
He's a sociopath.
Pam.
Why is there
He's a
so much hate
sociopath.
on Jim?
I hate.
He's a
Pam,
sociopath, dude. Like,
He's not a
if you had a guy in
sociopath.
your
He's just
office that was intentionally trying to ruin someone else's marriage for his own benefit.
Intentionally.
What
do
in
it.
the hell
Yeah.
are you talking about?
I've
He-
seen the
he
show
is-
a lot. He's talking bullshit. Jim didn't do anything on purpose.
No,
Didn't do it on
100%.
purpose.
If anything, he always did the right thing.
Yeah, Jim is definitely
Whatever.
justified. I
He
just
put
think
himself
he's a
out
little-
there because she.
Sounds like a lot of never Jimmers over here.
Oh, dude.
You like that one, didn't you?
Even a casual watcher of the show would know that like Jim is a good guy.
Anybody who
A
like
good guy, I
consistently
would say
consistently
good guy.
shits on another person in his office is not a good guy just for the sake of making fun of that guy.
That's because it's Dwight.
Yeah.
You clearly don't know the show enough to know
Yeah.
that all of that's warranted.
Yeah.
That is warranted,
Because
but it's
Dwight's
not
a
all.
lunatic.
warranted.
So it's
Let's
so it's
be real,
okay
it's
to
not all
so it's
warranted.
okay to rip on somebody and like destroy their property and be a shit person to them
He destroyed
if it's
people's
warranted.
property.
Yeah.
Because he likes to make beats.
I like the
Yeah.
Whatever.
Andy Dwight fight when he's like trying to run him over with the car and he's
Yeah.
trapped in the bush and he's like smacking
When he's
him.
like, why doesn't Dwight turn around? And he's like, oh, he can't hear the Prius. And he's like, yeah, if he keeps it under 5 miles an hour, it makes no noise.
he just runs him into the bush. Ow! Ow!
Yeah.
There is
funny.
I'm gonna be
Did you
honest.
break your
though.
leg? No, it just hurts a little bit. I'm alright.
There's a lot of media that I just like haven't seen. Like we were talking
yeah.
about Doctor Who the other day, and I was like, I've seen like one episode of Doctor
I
Who.
honestly have also only seen like one.
Save your time and just watch seasons 10 and 11.
Is season
I've only
10 the
seen
one
the
that starts out with the
Weeping Angels.
mannequins?
No, that's season.
Because
Season
that
8.
just like I don't agree
We're
with
touching some real
Listen, man.
sensitive stuff here because we're talking Doctor Who. Somebody's gonna rip us apart.
Oh,
when
sure. I don't like
referencing
mannequins.
what episodes are in what seasons.
I just don't like mannequins and those like angel statues or
the
whatever.
Weeping
like-
Angels is the only one I've seen.
Yeah, and that was like
That was cool.
No, not a
I
fan.
liked it.
Not a fan of this. Not a
I
fan.
liked it.
All
I
right.
still watch Twilight Zone very frequently.
Oh, dude, I love the
I
Twilight Zone,
very
bro.
frequently watch Twilight Zone.
Bro, the Twilight Zone is my jam. Although it's probably
Okay.
just because my dad and I used to watch that a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
Same with like X-Files, so it has a special
love
place in my heart.
X-Files.
Oh, dude. Except for like nobody cares about the actual X-Files. The show is about Mulder and Scully. I
Right.
want to know what happened to Mulder's sister. That's
Right.
the only reason I stayed along.
Listen, you just need to watch the seasons that that David Tennant was the Doctor. The other ones are kind of shit. Eccleston or Eccleston or however it's said was not bad.
Equestrian.
He's not bad, but David Tennant was the Doctor from 2005 to 2010. So whatever season.
He's the only one I know,
Those
to be
were-
honest with
Well,
you.
yeah, same, but
Only one.
like
Because there's like there's 12 Doctors. There's 13 now.
Jesus.
And David Tennant was the 10th. And he's the only one that I really like.
that's fair.
Eccleston is.
I feel that
is
way
okay.
about Star Trek. Like
Matt
I really
Smith is
like
okay too. I guess.
I really like
Next
the Next
Gen.
Generation, but all of the other ones I don't really care about. I
like
do
Starship
kind of like the
Troopers.
original series just because it's good for a
yeah,
laugh.
dude.
What?
I like Starship Troopers.
They need to
Yeah.
remake that.
Oh, God.
Did they remake it?
No.
Did that have Tim Allen in it?
What? No.
What am I thinking
That's
of?
Galaxy Quest.
That's what I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
that's all. That also
Don't-
has
That's what
Dwight.
I'm
That has
thinking
Dwight
of.
in
Don't
it too,
you
doesn't it?
dare compare Starship Troopers to Galaxy
I've never seen Starship
Quest.
Troopers. Dude, there's a lot of stuff I haven't seen.
Have you seen Tremors?
I've not.
What?
What the? Get the fuck
What?
out
No,
of
I
here,
know,
dude.
bro. I know. I haven't seen it.
Tremors is the shit.
Dude, it took me until like 2009 to watch Alien.
You know what else
What the?
You know what
Yeah,
else
dude.
is good is there's a movie called Feast,
Okay,
and it's from like '05, and it was a horror movie that like won all these festivals.
sure.
It's dope as fuck. It's very Tremors-esque. You would like it a lot,
So,
and you would love Tremors, dude.
I'm sure I
I
would.
fucking love Tremors.
I just haven't gotten around to seeing it.
But
It's
Rubber.
so '90s.
I haven't seen
the
Rubber
tire,
either.
Rubber
I haven't
is-
seen, I haven't seen that
that's
either.
a piece
I
of
did
art.
see Teeth.
And then Deathbed.
I haven't seen Deathbed.
That
Deathbed's
one.
good. Where the bed that eats
I did
people.
watch. I did
Oh,
watch
God.
the Netflix like live action Death Note, which was the
Awful.
funniest thing I've ever seen. Actually, the one that made me
Absolutely
laugh
awful.
more was the Full Metal Alchemist one.
Isn't it?
Willem Dafoe.
Dafoe?
is-
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and
That's the only
he's
good
there
part.
for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's the only good
so-
part.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
He played a great Ryuk though.
Oh yeah. Well, and like, but I thought the thing that was funny was in the Full Metal Alchemist one. It was just so goddamn funny to me because like, you could tell that they just like spent their entire budget on like the opening sequence, and then they just like completely just took a shit on it.
That was when it was made in Japan, right?
Yeah. When it gets to the point where it's got like the Undying Army or whatever, it literally looks like 1990 like CGI animation of like mannequins running around, and then they've got like the guy playing Gluttony. He like opens up his chest, so there's like all these teeth coming out, but it's clearly like PVC pipes. So there's just a scene of this dude with like PVC pipes as he's like waddling down a hallway, and people are like, "Oh my god, no!" And it's so funny. It is so funny.
You just sounded like Roger.
Roger?
Yeah.
From American Dad. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. American Dad is good. You know what else? I liked the Cleveland show, man.
I
did too.
hated the Cleveland show.
I enjoyed it.
It was
Like,
just so bland.
there wasn't anything that like there's like I wouldn't be able to reiterate or like come up with any like thing that happened on that show.
Yeah.
But I did watch it for a little bit.
I like the bear a lot.
Yeah.
I liked the bear, and I liked the
The bear with the
redneck.
suit, like the tie on.
The redneck
Yeah.
was funny as hell too.
Huh?
The redneck was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Lester.
Lester, yeah.
Yeah.
Lester
it's a
the
good show,
molester. I actually don't know if he did any molesting, but
dude.
molesting's not a funny topic to talk about. I shouldn't have made light of it.
Jeez.
Family Guy used to be. What's weird is that, like, in the South Park Cartoon Wars,
Yeah.
I just got done watching those episodes today.
dude,
Yeah.
when they made the fucking Family Guy writers manatees.
Oh yeah, they just like
The
pulled the balls out.
balls
Yeah.
around. And you know what's weird is that, like, I feel like since then they've leaned into that.
Oh, for sure.
I know they have.
Because
Well,
it
they kind of
was-
have to.
He's trying to get that show canceled.
But I mean, dude, one of the
I don't think he's
first
trying to get it canceled, but I just think he doesn't care anymore
He
about it.
makes jokes about it.
He's
Just
completely
why
like
is Fox
detached
still
himself
making
from
this
it.
show? Like,
The
he
fact that he
has
tried to
jokes
do
in the show
what was
all
that
the
one
time.
like sci-fi thing that he tried to do?
He's still doing it. It's actually good.
I believe it because that's the thing that he's
Or-
actually
Orville.
working on. Yeah,
Orville.
that's the thing that he's
Orville, yeah.
actually working on right
Yeah.
now. He doesn't give a fuck about
It's
Family
good.
Guy.
I'll be
'Cause
honest.
he just goes in, does the voices, and leaves. Like he doesn't even do any part of it. You know what strikes me as crazy is like Seth MacFarlane. I think worked on like Johnny Bravo.
I think you did.
Like he used to
He
do all
worked on
kinds of
something
yeah.
really,
He used to
really,
work
really
on like
good.
all kinds of early '90s animations
Yeah.
for like Cartoon Network.
Look at this. This is the thing I was talking about. I was gonna say.
Peter, what did you promise me last night?
I wouldn't bring you the stag party.
And what did you do?
Look at that.
Oh, I almost walked right into that one. Oh, God. Feels like there's accountants cranking ad machines in my head.
Yeah.
Dick, you ever wonder what's outside those walls? Say now, that's dangerous thinking, Paul. You best stick to your work. Okay.
Are we gonna get copyright strike for
Yeah,
that?
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah,
Probably
that's
not.
No, it's already on YouTube. You would have gotten copyrighted on there.
Well, but that was like one of the first jokes.
Yeah.
That's from the first episode.
Yeah. Oh,
So they
dude.
always
Like,
have kind of done that cutaway.
oh, for sure. And like they definitely like. I feel like Family Guy leaned into the like the cutaway gags is kind of like their own like unique spin on things.
Right.
And then they kind of like trailed away from it. Although I did really love, I don't remember what episode it was or what the context was, but like Peter kept getting more and more elaborate like modes of transportation, and so there's like the Peter copter, and it's just like spinning the blades in the front yard.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that was scary.
But nobody does it like South Park.
Yeah,
No.
Jesus
God, no, man.
Christ.
there's just something special about.
I
the way
was
that they
even
put it
watching
together.
it with Hunter the other night, and I was like pointing out like things. I can't remember what it was exactly, what episode we were watching, but like Wendy is representative of like Russia meddling in the
okay.
elections. It was one of the more recent like season 20 episodes or something
Sure.
like that. And like when I said that, he was like, "I can see that now." I was like, a lot of like stoners and stuff will watch this show just because it's funny on the surface. But
Yeah.
there is so much that goes into writing
Oh,
these,
there's a lot of
and
depth
they
to
do
it,
it
yeah.
so fast. Every episode is
Dude,
made in 6 days.
I know.
Yeah.
It's really
It's-
weird. It's crazy listening to their process of
It's
like
awesome.
we come in on Thursday morning into the writer's room
Yeah.
and start putting it together, and then it's
They're done
ready
by,
to
like,
fucking
Friday or
post on
Saturday?
Wednesday. And
Yeah.
it's like, and then when you consider that back in the day they were doing that shit with construction paper.
Very first
Yeah,
one.
although I don't think it was ever that quick with construction paper. I
No.
think they've got a lot to.
That's why the older seasons are like 25.
Oh man, but
episodes.
like the first couple seasons of South Park, like
Oh, I know, dude.
Oh.
They are really great.
Chef's chocolate salty balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. All
But you
that
can't
early
say like
stuff.
it didn't just get better in its own way, like with
Oh, for sure, they came into their
Randy,
own,
like
for
the
sure. Oh, dude,
cream
Randy's
fraiche.
Randy's become the main character.
I know, and he's my favorite.
Which is
Randy
interesting
is-
because like for a long time it was like
He was weird.
Cartman was my favorite for a long time.
Oh yeah, I mean, although I think it's interesting that like it started out and it was like, it almost kind of like in a Courage the Cowardly Dog kind of way. Like it was about the 4 kids and the crazy things that were happening around them.
Right. Yeah.
And then it became, look at
They
how
were a
crazy the
driving
world
factor.
is itself.
Yeah.
Like
And it definitely became more about the town,
Oh, for
especially
sure.
in the last 5 or 6 years.
Oh yeah.
It's really become more about the town as a whole.
Yeah.
And because, over the years you like learn to love these characters.
Yeah, like
You know,
Randy being Lord.
Yeah, dude, or like my wife.
Lord.
My wife in particular loves Mackie. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
if
yeah.
he's on screen at all, she's already laughing.
Same.
Yeah.
Because just the
God,
idea
when he
of
gets
that
when
day, like,
he like smokes pot and then just goes down that rabbit hole, his head becomes a balloon that
Yeah,
flies
it
away.
flies away.
That was golden.
And then, like,
Whoa, okay.
and they've even been able to establish like new really lovable characters, like the
PC
PC
principal.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Vice
Yeah,
principal,
dude.
strong woman.
That shit is hilarious.
Oh, man.
Like, and they do it in such a
PC
way
babies.
that's like, it's so obvious that I really try to like emulate that sensibility of like no one's safe,
Oh
but
shit.
you're also not trying to hurt anyone.
Right.
Like it's all just done in good fun.
It is.
Kind of like this podcast.
Yeah, man. It's a big banana. Yeah. Big
So,
banana
This
banana.
has been the No Big Banana podcast with Charles.
Cody.
And Justin. I wanted to let you go because like I realized that like, yeah. I just didn't want to be a dick about it.
If you want to send us any questions, please send us any questions or topics that you'd like us to discuss.
I will answer anything.
At nobigbanana@gmail.com.
Get on
Also
that.
find us on Facebook,
Get on that.
Twitter, and Instagram at nobigbanana. Go on there, follow us. Tell your friends about us. Tell your mom to listen.
Yeah. I don't like, even if they don't listen to podcasts, have them listen to this one.
Yeah, just at
Like
least
make
this one.
make it so that I don't feel like dying tomorrow. Like let me have this. Just let me have this.